Hello and welcome into another IGN gave this a 7, but is it really though? And this is going to be a difficult one. On top of the fact that, as probably anyone knows by now, this is a re-record because of tech issues, because I'm complaining about it too much and I need to stop. I know I do, because it's not so much that you don't even care. I know there will be some people out there going, oh my god, can this person please catch a freaking break? You just need basic empathy to be able to relate to me right now, quite frankly, and I think if you have basic empathy, you'd get it. But this one is difficult because this is a collection. So I have one other collection that I might end up reviewing because I noticed they give it a 7 out of 10 as well. But when I did this the first time, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not actually that upset about re-recording this one because it was a clusterfuck. I'm going to essentially run you through what I decided, but I'll try to get there more naturally. The biggest problem with trying to figure out if a collection is it really a 7. How do you really review a collection? I actually fully understand why they give them 7s, because 7 on their rating isn't good. You've kind of got to go for the average, or do you go for the, so this is the quandary. I'm going to go through all the games first. So we've got a Game Boy game here, Fall of the Foot Clan, then another Game Boy game, then another Game Boy game. I'd never played any of those. I bought this collection for a few specific titles, this being one of them, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, which I played obsessively as a kid. I also played Turtles in Time obsessively as a kid, and I played Turtles in Time on the SNES a lot as well. I like both versions because they've both got different things. I loved Tournament Fighters, but it was not a great fighting game. I never got to play Hyperstone Heist, but it's actually a pretty decent game made up of scenes from other games, but also some new content. I never got to play the Genesis, so Mega Drive version of Tournament Fighters, or the NES version, that's on there as well. I'd played the NES version of Turtles 1, I'd never played the NES version of the arcade game, or Turtles 3 Manhattan Project. So I love classic games, and I love the games that I already knew that I wanted to get, so I was always buying this collection. And the highest of high games, like the arcade game and the arcade Turtles 4 and the SNES Turtles 4, those are probably the 3 best games, at least what I thought going in. I wouldn't rate any of them above an 8 at best, so then it means the rest of the collection, do I go for an average, or... So I understand this is why IGN do that, and I will eventually get into gameplay footage, and I'm going to put this one on Manhattan Project, because this is the game that actually I'd always wanted to play because I'd heard really great things about it, and when I finally got to play it, this is genuinely one of the best Turtles beat 'em up games, and just one of the best one of the best beat 'em up games in general, I think. This is shockingly good. It's one of those cult classics, and hopefully because of this collection more people could get into it and love it, because it's really, really good. But it does mean that I'm in this position of, and I guess IGN are in this position of as well, when they're reviewing a collection, how do you truly actually score it? Because a 7 feels low for the really, really great games, but then there's also going to be the bad games, so it's like, do they view it as, okay, this would get a 4, this would get a 5, this would get a 4, this would get a 6, this would get a 7, this would get an 8, this would get an 8, and then do an aggregate, or do they just go, you know what, we're just going to say 7 as a plain good, because the people who were buying this know what they're getting anyway. So this is, on my own rating of what the hell were you thinking IGN, this is clearly better than a 7, what the hell were you thinking IGN, this is worse than a 7, or I think they got this one right. This might be I think they got this one right. And I'm realising now that the last video that I actually recorded, and apparently that one did work, so you should actually have seen that one. I forgot to officially rate Octopath Traveler 2 as what the hell were you thinking IGN, but I have a strong feeling from the way that I was, emoting in that video and ranting, I think it was pretty safe to say that I strongly disagreed with their rating of 7 out of 10 for Octopath. But anyway, this is the kind of shenanigans you can expect with this channel. This is the kind of fine quality, and I would love to see it even without the tech issues. Maybe things would be perfect, but that's never been me. Embrace the chaos. It comes with ADHD. It really does. Just embrace it. So I don't know if I will end up reviewing other collections for this main reason that, again, I don't want to just automatically say with the collection, okay, I agree with IGN giving it a 7, because I do fully understand why they give collections like this a 7. I really do. It does feel like a catch-all one, but then things like this are what actually makes it worse, for the fact that I've already I've already looked at the fact that we gave Streets of Rage 4 a 7, and in that video I discuss Absalom and Marvel Cosmic Invasion. All 4 of these things are not 7s. The fact that this is a 7 dictates why I truly think that Streets of Rage and some of the others are much, much higher, because, yeah, these are very old games that are just mindless, button mashy fun. If you like them, you like them. They're the sort of thing that you'll beat in 45 minutes. Some of them you'll probably never play again, because I'll be honest, there's a couple of games in this collection I will never play again. I enjoyed playing through the NES version of Turtles Arcade, purely because I'm a sicko who has played the arcade version so many times. It was just nice to have a slightly different thing, but by the time I was done, I was like, even though this has got some exclusive levels, I'm probably never going to play this again. So yeah, I think this is the end of the video. So until the next time, I will say I hope you have a great rest of your day, and this has been Sky Fellowship, and yeah, bye!